Early in the morning,
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam and your favourite blood clot YouTuber, Topical Blood Clot Juice. I was literally scraping the barrel today for content. I didn't really know what to do, but I was scrolling through Instagram and I found like one of these kind of mental health pages that I follow was talking about lessons in life. And I saw a couple of them and I thought, you know what, that's inspired me to make my own video. So here I am. So without further ado, please support your boy by pressing that subscribe button, by sharing with your friends, by hitting that like button. It really helps grow the channel. Trust me, we're nearly at 20,000. Are you dumb? Not you lot, but are you dumb? Seriously, this is crazy. I'm shocked. But anyway, as you can see from the title, I'm going to be looking at 7 life lessons that I wish I'd learned earlier in life. So the first one is, don't be... My belly's rumbumbling, cuss. Don't be the go-to person for the people you cannot go to. Now, I've got someone very specific in mind. I'm not going to say their name because even though we're not friends no more, I still respect the history there. But there was an old friend of mine, yeah, who we were friends for years. I would only go to this person to have a good time in terms of bands. We had very dark humour. He would cuss me very darkly, deeply. I would cuss him darkly and deeply. And it was funny, like we had no rule book. It was just straight humour, no matter how dark. But when push came to shove and it got serious and I needed someone to go to on a serious, and I needed real empathy and I really needed real understanding, whether it's about race issues that I'm trying to explain to people and or certain traumas that I want to talk about, but I literally can't. I can't, and it's part of the reason why I bottled it up, because I had no one really to talk to, you know, no one's there. So don't be that person, yeah, that people could lean on, but they don't give nothing back. Relationships are swings and roundabouts, give and take, you understand? And if someone's leaning on you when they need someone to talk to and it's their relationship issues or it's their trauma or whatever, and they're coming to you, but as soon as it's your time to start talking, they ain't trying to listen. So a lesson from that is just don't do it. You know, don't give your energy and time to those people, essentially. Lesson number 2, if one of your close friends here or close friends makes you feel guilty about an achievement of yours, they're most likely not your close friend. You understand? But when you're jealous here of your friends, you can't really, in my opinion anyway, you're not really friends. Do you understand? Like, not once am I ever envious about my friends. I'm only supporting my friends. Any accomplishment, you please tell me. I want to know. Fam, every single YouTube accomplishment that I get, I'm straight in the group chat. I am straight in the group chat to share my accomplishments with my gang, innit? Every day. Man them, my video just got 300,000 views. Look, hey man them, someone's just commented on, hey yo man them, I'm nearly on 17,000 subscribers. This is all happening in one day. The man them are all like, brother, you're going straight to the top. They're not secretly plotting against my downfall and no evil eye. If one of your close friends doesn't make you feel good about something you achieved, they're not that close to you. But however they've done that, however they've made you feel that way, they can't be that close to you. I can't make it up. I actually don't know how to not bring my friends up. I don't know how to bring my friends down, even hypothetically. Lesson number 3, missing someone, yeah, doesn't mean you want or need them back. You can simply miss the routine. You can simply miss the familiarity. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people end up going back to their exes. A lot of people try. I don't know. A lot of people don't move forward because of how certain emotions or certain memories evoke certain emotions. So, you know, if you do miss someone and you think about them and you're missing them, you don't have to read into that. You're a human being. Humans miss people. I miss food. You know what I'm saying? I miss things if I'm not out and about moving things. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could all miss things. So I think it's important to remind yourself that as humans, we feel emotion, we miss people, we feel anger towards people, we feel happiness. But sometimes it's not, sometimes you don't have to look into the meaning behind it all the time. Does that make sense? Lesson number 4, I believe. Do not be afraid to show your emotions and be vulnerable. Now, I'm looking directly in the camera here, but really I'm actually looking at myself. This is a very, very big one for me. Why I didn't allow myself to be vulnerable and emotional beforehand, I was about to say I'll never know. I do know. I'm very analytical of myself. I know exactly why I wasn't emotional and I used to hide my emotions away. But the point is, it's wrong. If I had spoken to more friends about how I was feeling about certain things and life X, Y, Z, things would have probably been a lot easier. But you know, that age group is hard. You know, I come from a different era. Like, I'm on the cusp of the era where we're not sensitive like the new age. Like, I'm not saying the world is too sensitive now. It is. I'm gonna hold my hands up, and I'm not part of that generation. Showing your emotions was not normal, but a problem shared is a problem halved, and I learned that at 22 years old. So I wish I learned that before, but it doesn't really matter. I'm glad I learned it eventually. Lesson number 5, or I'm losing track. Do not involve yourselves in conversations with those who are committed to misunderstanding you. The reason why I'm putting this one in here is because this is very relevant when it comes to if you're a racial minority, for example. If you're an ethnic minority, for instance, you would have definitely experienced this. So when it comes to racism, yeah, there's 2 types of people in this world. There's ignorant people, and there's actually racist people, like lost people who are just completely misinformed, miseducated, ignorant, stubborn, the rest, like all the above. But there's people who are just ignorant. Those people who are just ignorant but not racist, they will eventually hopefully come around. You know, if you show them certain things, you show them like, oh, they'll be like, oh my God, that really happened to black people, or that really happens to black people. Like, oh my God, I didn't realize that. They kind of get exposed to it and they're no longer ignorant. But then you get people who are actually lost. Like that guy, I'm sure you lot saw it on Twitter, maybe you didn't. There was that white guy with a ginger beard who's saying, I am a white man, talking about Priya Patel being a PAKI, and the chocolate gentleman, and how minorities aren't no good in positions of power and they should just go back to being under the white man. That went around on Twitter the other day. I was gonna do a video on it, but then I decided not to, because I'm not gonna give that fucking clown any like clout or any he's already lost his job anyway, so job done, pussy-o. Anyway, people like that are lost. They are committed to misunderstanding you. You can't, people like that, you can't, I would know, yeah, looking at that man, having a 10-second conversation with my man, I would know that he falls in that category. I wouldn't even engage in a conversation with him. People like that, they have to die, basically. I don't mean murder, they have to die out. People like that have to die out, perish. And then eventually, I mean, even though their kids might have their same morals, at least their kids will be part of a world that is less accepting of that mentality. Does that make sense? That's how it relates to me anyway. I would never commit to a conversation, I would never enter a conversation with that man, because I know, I'm emotionally intelligent enough to know that there's no hope. And he's the type of people that will comment saying, yeah, but what about this, this and this? And then I won't reply, and he'll be like, see, he didn't reply. He knows and I'm literally sitting here reading these comments thinking, I haven't replied because there's no point talking to you. You're long gone. You just need to die. Do you know what I'm saying? You just need to die, and your ideas need to die with you. So ultimately, that's what I mean by not entering conversation with people who are just committed to misunderstanding you. Let them go. They're just not worth it. Lesson number 6, experiencing growth requires being out your comfort zone. This one here, I mean, I'm quite confident and comfortable in most zones, shall we say. Like, I don't mind taking a leap of faith, I don't mind taking a chance, but it wasn't always like that. You know, that's me now. As a teen, I didn't want to take a risk, really. I just wanted to do what I knew. I took risks, but not, I'm talking about like pushing my boundaries, you know what I'm trying to say, and like just trying to be, just taking more creative risks, for example. If you want to progress in life, you cannot be in your comfort zone. You can't be in a zone of what you're used to, because you get complacent. How can you grow if it's something you already know? You have to try new things and put yourself in new environments, try new tasks, be in new positions to actually grow. So something that makes you uncomfortable. For example, no one had ever heard me sing or rap before 2020. It was only until quarantine 1 happened where I started dropping freestyles. I started being more musical on Instagram, because eventually I thought, I'm uncomfortable with people hearing it, but how can I find out more about myself if I can't face this challenge and be uncomfortable? You see me? So anyway, final lesson: trials and hardships that you face to make you stronger. Allow them to grow you into a better version of yourself. I'm fortunate that the way I think and the way my mind works, I'm very self-critical, I'm very self-analytical. I know where I come from, I know where I've been, I know why I am who I am, I know why my personality is the way I am, I know what shaped me. I know how my traumas have affected me. These, yeah, do you know what I said? Certain things, yeah, again, that I make reference to that I can never talk about, and I can't even tell my family about, and I have to take certain things to the grave. I would never change that for the world. Do you know how mad that is? And that only I and a certain select group of friends will know something dark about myself that I have to take to the grave, but I would never change that. Because everything that you go through, it makes you the person you are today. And I am goddamn grateful for the person that I grew up to be. At 25 years old, I know exactly who I am. I know exactly where I'm going. I know I'm completely secure. Like I have no insecurities. I'm literally like, we all have demons, but I don't really have them that no more. I can tap into my demons when I'm writing music and I need to write some pain music. I can tap into that side of my brain because it never really leaves you. But like, ultimately, I'm happy. And I would never change it for the world because they allow them to shape you into the person you're meant to be. Anyway, I'm gonna go studio actually after this, so I've got to edit this, get this done, and get out to the studio and write and lay some rhythms down. So peace, support your boy, large up your soul, stay safe, and peace.